Okay. This is my, I don't know, dick riding video, hating on a certain card video, but like that shit, the shit that I just seen. Well, I don't want to say I just seen. I actually seen it last night, but I didn't feel like doing the video last night because I didn't feel like uploading it, so I'm just gonna do it right now while I'm walking, and my hands is getting cold. But anyway, this motherfucker compared Diamond Direwolf to Scrap Dragon. How the fuck can you compare Diamond Direwolf to a Scrap Dragon? How the fuck? First of all, Scrap Dragon gets his effect once per turn. Diamond Direwolf gets its effect once per turn too. But you're only gonna get its turn. You're only gonna get to use its effect while it has materials attached to it. If it ain't got no materials, then you fucking suck. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you should only need to blow up maybe a card or two, for game. But you cannot compare a XYZ to a Synchro. You can't compare an XYZ that has a similar effect as a Synchro, that is a lot stronger and does a hell of a lot more damage. You just can't do it. The good part about Synchros is that Synchros, if they have an effect, you most likely can get their effect multiple times. Like, for example, Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Iron Chain, Brinac that's banned, Brios that's banned, monsters like that. You cannot compare an XYZ to Synchros. Even Konami is saying to themselves that, yeah, these XYZs still don't compare to Synchros. No matter how broke or busted they make them, they still cannot compare to Synchros. The only ones that are so far busted that aren't out yet, but I mean they're DT, are Constellars, because them motherfuckers is busted as fuck. You can use their effects during your opponent's turn, during other player's turn. Yeah, that's busted. Some of them you can use their effect during the damage step. Busted. Those monsters are busted. The only reason why they are so busted is basically because of their effects and how fast you can spam 2 of them to the board. Constellars and Evil Swarms are the 2 decks that are going to be the most busted. Fuck Fire Fist, fuck Fire Kings, fuck Haze Beast, fuck all that shit. Constellars and Evil Swarms are busted. Point blank period, they're busted. But Diamond Direwolf, it's a good card. It's relatively the exact same like Scrap Dragon, but the only problem is that Scrap Dragon's stats are better, attack and defense wise, and his effect is once per turn, and you don't have any, I don't know, for example, there's a cost that you have to play because you got to blow up one of your own cards, but most of the time the card that you blow up is most likely either beneficial to you, or you either don't need it no more, or it's a dead card sitting on your field, like Fiendish Chain. I don't think Diamond Direwolf should be as much as it is. I mean, how much is it? What, $40? I mean, yeah, it does the same thing as Scrap Dragon, but you can't compare it to Scrap Dragon because overall, Scrap Dragon is better. Because, okay, let's say for instance you get your Diamond Direwolf on the field, you get to use its effect, but then come next turn, if you ain't got no way of protecting it, it's gonna get fucked up. Scrap Dragon, at least, you know, is a pretty big monster, and it's not too easy to run over. You're 9 times out of 10, the percentage rating between a Diamond Direwolf and a Scrap Dragon getting blown up. Scrap Dragon got like a 80% chance of, you know what I mean, staying on the field by itself. Diamond Direwolf, on the other hand, it was 2,400. That's easily ran over. Most monsters now that are, you know what I mean, that are pretty big are mostly 2,500, especially the old ones. Like, for instance, I know you got a tribute for this motherfucker, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Stardust Dragon. Or I mean, not Stardust Dragon. Dark Magician. You know, so, and then with Heretics, you can play, you know, Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Heretic Blue Eyes build. Them motherfuckers, that motherfucker will get ran. Basically, what I'm saying, Diamond Direwolf is not, I don't think it's all that good of a card. I mean, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it should be as much as it is. Like, if you would pay $40 for a Diamond Direwolf, and it's not even that good, you are an idiot. And that's just how I feel. Diamond Direwolf. The only deck that it's really good in, it's just basically that makes Diamond Direwolf a card that just blows shit up and it has no drawbacks, and it is windups, because they can chain their rabbit and then they're just blowing shit up for fucking free, and it has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. You just target it, chain rabbit to it, rabbit gets removed from play, wind up rabbit gets removed from play, and then you just blow your opponent's card up. I mean, shit. I don't know. I just never really been a real big fan of XYZs, because of the simple fact that they only get their effects as long as they have materials. Now, some of them have continuous effects that still stay in play while they're on the field, kind of like Jinzo. But there is no, I don't know, I'm just not really that big of an XYZ fan, unless it's something like a hand trap, like Strike Bouncer is it's not a hand trap, it's a hand trap on board, and it's big. So it's a decent monster, good as fuck. So, oh yeah, and the only few XYZs that I actually like are the ones that I actually use, like Heretic Dragon King of Tum, because it's broke. You get a darkness metal. So yeah, like, Heretic Dragon King of Tum, I mean, even though it's 24, it can't attack when you use its effect, but it's like basically a red MD, another red MD for dragons. I mean, so, and then you got these fucking incarnate suppressor dragons and shit. So I don't know, just like I said, basically what I said before. I mean, I'm not that big of a fan of XYZs because they don't do as much as people hype them up to do. You know what I mean? Like, you most of the time only get their effects once. And so I'm really not a big fan of XYZs. I feel like Konami has instead of going forward in the game, they kind of went back, and they're trying to slow down the game. I mean, that's how it seems like to me. But yeah, but like I always tell you guys, Twitter fans, I think I got some new ads up there that you guys might want to check out, especially if you are sexually active and your sex game sucks. I have an ad up there you might want to check out. It's 12 ways to improve your sexual activity. I think that's what it is. Your sex game, or something has to do with improving your sex game. So if your sex sucks and your girlfriend is telling all her friends that your sex sucks, and all her friends is telling all your friends that your sex sucks, you might want to check it out.